genes and making stuff, because you still need a certain amount of base material. People wanting designer babies, absolutely, that's plausible. But my main fact was, if you start burning down those bridges, not burning down bridges. If you start adjusting the genome through means of, like, right now, like as we have the understanding right now, and as they're doing right now, it is a messy fucking thing. But yes, in the future it'll get fixed. My problem with your solution right now is just the fact that eventually something will get done. That's not the way science works. You have to
your problem is eventually a problem is going to happen. So why is not eventually something will get done, a viable solution?
They're arguing for about 25 minutes.
I mean, that's where I'm confused. It's a time scale issue. The problem has every right to live as long as the solution, and vice versa.
Okay, do we want to discuss an issue that's more pressing?
Yes. Press me.
Please. What do we do, or why don't we just fucking... My problem with what's going on right now is the fact that we're on one rock. We need to be on multiple rocks to survive.
Spacefaring race.
Yeah.
Please go.
More rocks, or even just spaceships. Long-term spaceships.
So, like,
really big spaceships.
We need to be at Mars, like, 25 years ago.
Yeah. And we could have been.
Yeah, but there's no oil on Mars.
All the opportunity in the world. Yeah, there's
Zeus?
no tangible benefit.
Yeah. See, it's not a monetary benefit, but it's a survival.
No one's gonna do anything
benefit.
unless it's a monetary benefit.
Colonizing Mars is not a monetary benefit. Yeah, it's like taking out an insurance policy against the planet.
I could care fucking less about money. To be honest, I have money.
Sub, you're echoing.
You need to not.
You're
have
replicating
it. Whatever the hell it's copying.
You as a person, Gambit, don't care about money, but you as a person are not God on this earth. God on this earth is all the people who make the big decisions.
Well, he's talking about the almighty dollar, the economy of decision that runs
the 150 people who probably on this earth, if they decided tomorrow we're going to Mars, could do it, could make it happen. They don't give a shit.
Well, that's the problem with plutocrats and so on.
He's doing all this stuff to lay the groundwork for this.
Oh, I'll be right back.
He says, okay, where can I make money to do the stuff I want to do, which is basically colonize Mars. It's like, okay, we'll start making space rockets to move stuff into space so we can mine asteroids and do all this other cool stuff. Send satellites into space. And we'll work with the government to do it. Hey, ulterior motive. Let's get people into space. So he's laying the groundwork for this. And it's insane and awesome.
Alright, I'm both happy and
I read an article today of, like, him this is what I was talking about earlier, like, our current technology for a lot of space agencies like the ESA and NASA, the technology they're using is 60 years old, because everyone's too fucking afraid to do something new and test it. Because the entire system is a bureaucracy.
Yeah, because if you waste $1 billion on something that fails, you're not going to get the next $1 billion.
See, the whole thing with SpaceX is doing things. See, everything all that ancient technology that they're using, Zeos, is really expensive. You want us to
start the Cold War again?
SpaceX has been doing everything.
I'll hit that magic button and I'll make it start again. Cold War is the best.
That's for time.
Oh, you know what, Gambit? I saw a movie that had something to do with this. It was all the Alien movies. Pretty sure Wayland... Was it Wayland Tech? Whatever, Wayland. He's competing with everyone.
Prometheus?
Yes.
No, Prometheus is stupid. Don't talk about that movie.
Oh, such a bad movie.
You saw how it should have ended?
Explore.
Did you see how it should have ended?
The only thing I've ever heard that's like the one big viable, or not viable, the one big like halt to going and chilling on Mars. Well, minus the fact that most people would fucking go absolutely ape shit in a capsule if they had to spend, what was it, like 200, I can't remember how many days. Roughly 2 years. Year and a half there, year and a half back or something.
7 months. I never said anything about coming back.
Oh, I see. No. And then the asteroid field, you can go through it. It's just, it's not going to be a fun trip. But those are the only two.
The asteroid field is between Mars and Jupiter, not Earth and Mars. Do you realize that, right?
No. I gotta go find out where I fucking got that.
Information.
And curiosity to be less or the same amount of radiation as astronauts get on the space station. So if you have some kind of barrier between, but if you have some kind of that's exactly, they're shielded, and this is on a planet with a small atmosphere.
Oh, I thought you were bringing it to they would be indoor, because I'm assuming you'd have to have. Okay, but then you'd still need some. I'm thinking because you'd need some sort of.
You'd still need shielding if you're staying there for an extended period of time. But that's saying like, okay, let's put a barrier of water between us and the sun. Like, it could just be a glass ceiling with a barrier of water between it that's like, I don't know, 3 inches an inch, and it'd be perfectly fine. It would block most of the sunlight. Just like they're saying, okay, how do we make a spaceship go between Earth and the sun, or Earth and Mars to carry people? We'll make a the outside of the ship have the water tanks so that absorbs all radiation. And if you hit by a micrometeorite, water goes out, freezes. Hey, look, it's sealed.
Makes sense.
So when's the Canadian space program taking off? No, our economy is in shit. Where's Canada's space?
Do you
I don't believe it's the United States space.
The CSA has been around for probably as long as NASA has, Zeos, and we work with you every fucking time.
Well, stop working with us. We're out of money.
Oh wait, wonder why it's called the Canadarm. We build robots for your fucking spaceship.
And I've
like
never
Honda's
heard of the
Asimo?
United States. I've never heard of the United States Space Agency. Have you, Gambit?
No, I haven't heard of the United States Space Agency. What's with that?
Fairy tale. Dreamt up to scare children. And Hansel and Gretel. United States Space Agency.
I asked him.
Sild messaged me asking if we were done yelling at bitching at each other. I said no. Just so it's on the other channel.
Just stay down there. We're yelling very loudly.
Rah, 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 rah.
I got pictures
I want
of
to go to
Daisy.
space. I want to leave this damn rock and do something exciting.
Oh, could you imagine giant space Halo-like vessels where we just can have generations and generations live on there? We're just fucking hurtling through space.
That'd be awesome.
Wally.
But I'd rather just go to Mars.
Locational
and start
independence.
colonization there.
No, locational independence. We make our own planets.
Fucking Gundam Wing.
We still need resources. And a lot of the size of spaceships they speak of, just
Look at his harvest.
Oh, true. I'm like, once we get it down, we're down. But the thing is, getting that first ship is going to be such a...
rough.
It's like, so everybody, we all need 400,000 tons of steel,
It's going to
600
take
million tons of
nanomachines.
copper.
It could never be
We're
built.
gonna have to figure out a way. No, we're gonna have to
Just
figure out a
machines
way.
that are in space and mining in space.
Well, the thing about nanomachines
No one hears me.
is you
I'm a
literally
sensei.
just give them resources.
Just because it's
No.
fucking small doesn't mean it's gonna work awesome.
No, small
Yeah.
means exactly that it works awesome. You need to visualize this. When you have machines that can assemble strings of molecules into whatever material you actually want, and you have trillions of them that are building themselves from the raw materials that are there, gray goo theory, but we're actually in control of it. But we're actually in control of it. You could build
I had
anything.
to say that.
Why not just try to invent the
literally-
replicator like in Star Trek?
Quiet you. You could literally build, you could just make the plans. You can make the world's best CAD of obviously quantum computing would unlock the key to that being possible, because you can never make a CAD so elaborate. But you build out the spaceship with every facility, every nook, every cranny, every seam, and just feed it raw materials, and these things would just build this ship in a week at the speed of friction, basically. The speed that friction and heat would allow it to expand. It would just build in front of you. It's not as far-fetched as you think, especially in 0G, where they could just freely move around.
But then they need propulsion.
How does he build underwater? Be the best place. to
Ionic jetlets, buddy. Google it up.
Okay, but what about power source?
Space is
Solar.
filled with power. The sun is bombarding us with power right now.
Thanks, Tip. I'm saying, okay,
Check out your own
on a
cells.
nanoscale,
Sugar.
you have to be able to communicate, right? Now, I'm not saying it's not plausible. Absolutely.
Membranes. Basically, we're copying our own cells. It's membranes that process sugars. Ours would be photosynthetic. They would pass information to and fro in the exact way that a DNA sequences out tRNA out to the
Except
gooey
designed,
plug.
not retarded.
Except not designed by evolution. It'd be designed by machines, in which case it'd be 1,000 billions of trillions of times more efficient.
God's more efficient than your machines are.
Exactly.
Nope.
But you see where I'm going with nanomachine. You can do whatever you want once you get to that point. Once you cross that line of self-replicating, instructionable nano machines powered by the environment, you could literally just...
Here's my main problem with these ideas, is the fact that they seem to have to be removed from humans. Because I can just see, what would the first thing a nanomachine be used for other than procreating
War.
the Earth's betterment? Thank you. Yes. And that's just, that's my problem. See, and that's
Everything
kind of where I
assumes
see the
non-cataclysmic event.
Exactly.
Everything. Because we could die
Basically,
today.
You have to whip
Yellowstone
the
blow.
shit out of everyone. You have to make everybody start playing night. And everyone's like, okay, let's work together. And then it's just endless. But see, that's my main hook in all this, is that you still have to get the people of the planet to
Well,
stop.
none of that takes any manpower. You could have one lab could crack this entire thing. You just need to get to that technological point. One country worth of scientists could make this entire thing out, because you're
They'd
eliminating
kill everybody.
manpower.
You kill everybody else, then you'd be the only country. Therefore,
Manpower is irrelevant.
Nice.
Are we done
You
having
could
a
then
different conversation
rule everything.
now?
It's like, oh, gee, China has blah 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 billions of people. Awesome story, bro. Here's my 5,000-foot wall, and I'm just gonna build a bubble around you and then suffocate you to death, and you can't do anything about it. I'm gonna eat your entire country and turn you into literally Legos just for fun. Literally make them build China out of Lego.
It's a lot of
I
fun.
think that'd be a way to
It's
go.
a scary future. Scary future, but it will happen. It has to.
We'll kill each other before that happens.
Well, right now, our planet's gonna explode before that happens. We'll have
First thing, zombie. Reanimated bodies with nanomachines running them.
Oh, you could totally do it too. It'd be so pro.
It'd be so pro.
You could do whatever you just start filling corpses with nanomachines. Yeah, just start injecting sugars back into these cells. Start rebuilding the cells themselves. They're just like, rah, brain. You can totally make it happen.
That's the reason. It's because they need the sugars from the brains, because they're the highest in protein. I don't know.
Oh
They
my
need
God.
neurons to continue. There,
It'd
is
be
that
the
dumb
ultimate
enough for you,
troll.
Zio?
Yeah.
Is that good?
That's fucking.
Bring it down to your level.
That's good.
So, zombies coming to life won't be from... Zill just asked if we were done yet, and I said, again. Anyway, so it's not going to be from some kind of disease.
Build
it's gonna be
12221 has
managed.
joined the channel.
I
guys
don't
done
fucking care. I don't fucking care, damn it. Shut your fucking mouth. You keep saying the same
know
things
you're
over
fake
and over
news.
again.
You son of a bitch!
Horse.
Oh, Zios, you fucking cunt. Zeus, I know it was you. There's no one else that would have done it.
No, there was no one else that would have done that. I wanted to see how the room reacted. This is all a test. This whole event, I set it up years ago. This is for my dissertation. This is all just
Yes, exactly.
study.
This is for his doctorate.
Yes, I've looked into it deeply, and there's a lot of biologists that like to speak on the topic of zombies. You need a power source. It's doable.
The sun
It's doable.
and nanites.
No. You
No, you
need
can't do that with biologics.
Solar zombies.
It doesn't work.
photosynthesis, but you need enough energy production. But that's the
Well,
thing, is zombies always tend to
technically-
live.
Technically, the only thing that truly separates an animal cell from a plant cell is how it derives energy. Plant cells from photosynthesis, animal cells through the processing of sugars. So if you
Absolutely.
could somehow impregnate those organelles into the, I don't know how, it would, you couldn't do it. It would take nanomachines.
The amount of power needed, that's the thing. A human muscle, the extension and contraction of it uses up X calorie, and that X calorie is more than an entire plant has in its entire
Yeah,
life.
you can't. It would take an
You know, it
impressive
would be
amounts
more.
of
It would be more efficient.
Build 1221 has left the
turn
channel.
the nanomachines into some kind of giant robotic death machine. Or they all
That's
turn
what
them
I
into
want. I want
I know
zombies.
it's not as fun, but
Could be the ultimate expensive troll.
Yes.
Mhm.
Right. I think we're done here.
It's a scary thing.
robot
If
zombie.
you think about that, one laboratory designs and stamps out a sheet of these
Was it from
nanomachines and just
frickin',
lets them go.
What's the thing from? What's it called? Mass Effect. That's basically like robot zombies. What are they called?
Cyborg?
No. It's the
I never
Gap.
played those games.
Nobody.
I haven't played it in a while.